Hello, this is a tutorial for setting up turrets in Rust console. The electrified update came out a while ago now, but not everybody has figured it out. So there are a few things that I do need to go over in this video, and some of these will be devices to get electricity, whatever you call them. You got solar panels, the generator, and then the wind turbine. So there are two configurations. The one on the top right is for multiple auto turrets, and the one right here on the bottom left is for one single turret. I want to go over both of them, how they work. Let's see. So I want to assume you know nothing about electricity. This is a splitter if you hover over it with a wire tool, which you need, by the way. It costs like 3 high qual, so get your 3 high qual, make this, and then I'll show you these configurations. So right here, this and this. This is the simple, if you only want to turn on one auto turret, you're going to use this configuration. It's just an electrical branch, which is like a gray little box. And then this switch. Make sure it's a normal switch if you're crafting it. It'll say, just make sure it only says switch. And then also electrical branch, because there's also other things that look similar to this. So make sure you're crafting the right thing. So basically what the splitter does is you have your battery, you have it being charged by whatever your power source is. And so power source, try to organize it. It goes over here. I missed where the battery was, so I had to bring it over here. So you're charging this battery. It's actually, okay, never mind. I thought it was going down for a minute there. So you have your power owners from this turbine. That's all the power going into this. If you're gonna have multiple turbines, I'll have to show you in a different video or something. And then you got your power out, which is all the power it possibly can into the splitter, which is a max of 100, because if you look at the battery, max output's 100, which means you can have a max of 9 auto turrets going on one battery. You'll see why in a second here. And so basically I have the wire going up into the top of the splitter. So it's kind of self-explanatory. All the power goes into the splitter, and then it gets split between 3 different streams. You're always going to want to leave one of them open so you can connect it to another splitter, assuming you're going to be using other small things. Otherwise you're going to need another battery. But so for this we just have 2 different configurations, so I'm going to show you these 2 different configurations. Number 1, I want to show you just how to turn on one of them. And so what you're going to do is you're going to place one electrical branch and then one switch wherever you really want to be able to, the switch is going to be wherever you want to be able to turn on the auto turret. And so it's pretty simple. You place this and then you get one thing from your splitter. You take it out, you bring it over down to the power in, and so it splits the power from whatever these 2 things are. So they're both at 49 because it's getting 100. And so it splits it, goes into the power in, and then basically what the electrical branch does is you can limit the amount of power, and you can also do like some other things with it. So you have this little configure button right here, and we're gonna bring that to 11 because that's how much the auto turret needs. It only needs 11 power. It will not work if you leave that 2, but if you put it in for any more, you're wasting electricity. So you're just gonna change that to 2, and so branch out is however much you just limited it to is going out of it. And so that's where we're gonna bring it to the switch. And so it's gonna go out to the switch. Man, I really did organize this bad. It's not the switch, it's this one. So you can have it go out to out of the electrical branch and into the electrical input on the bottom of the switch. And so basically whatever goes out of the output is just going to be whenever this is turned on, the power goes out, and that's where we're going to bring it over to our auto turret. I believe it's this one. And so if I turn on this switch, it's going to turn on only this auto turret. And so this is the configuration you're going to use if you only want to turn on one auto turret. And then you have to be able to turn them off, by the way, because if you're not able to turn them off, you're not going to be able to authorize people on it, unless you're like a solo and want to have to risk redoing everything later. You're always going to want to have a switch or a button. And so here's the other configuration where you're turning on however many other auto turrets you want, which is going to turn on these 2.
with just one switch. So like if you have outdoor auto turrets that you want to be able to turn on separate from your indoor auto turrets, then this is the configuration you're going to want to use. So very similar, except for it's not going straight from power out into an electrical branch. It's going into a switch first. So right here, power out 2, it goes out, follow the wire, goes into the electrical input, and then goes out the output. And so basically, I'm gonna restate this. Where it goes in, basically, there's a stream of electricity. It's blocked off right here unless you turn it on, and then it lets the electricity go through. I don't think it takes any electricity for itself, so you get 100% electricity that's going through it. Actually, you should, because whenever you turn on this turret, or this switch, it only has 11, and so it wouldn't turn on that if it didn't. So you have your electrical input flowing through here into the electrical branch, also set to 11. All electrical branches need to be set to 11. And then you got your branch out, and that's just going to go to another auto turret. But like I said, with the power out, this is all the remaining electricity that it can take. So it's filtering out 11, and that goes out one wire, one stream, and then the other one is just whatever other electricity can go out of it. And so we're going to have our power out go to another electrical branch, which is also set to 11. And so power in, and then you're going to have your branch out. Branch out is going to be the 11. You're going to hook that up to the other auto turret. And so now, like I said, you turn this on, those two auto turrets that are hooked up turn on. And you can keep doing this with however many you want. Basically, except for you will have some power problems eventually. And so if you look on this is getting 49 from the splitter. It's going to go up through here. It's going to go over to here. Power in, and then 11 goes out to something else, which means 49 minus 11. It's 36, whatever. Close enough. Around, it takes away a little bit. And so now we have 36 going out through here. And then it's going to go into here, 11 goes out, and then look at that, 24. And so once that gets to not 11, there's not going to be enough power to power on another auto turret. And so I don't think this is going to work because I have too much power input, but if I have all these turrets on, one of them might turn off. Alright, let's look. Nah, it has enough power to be able to turn on all of these. But this should have explained how to set up auto turrets pretty decent. Gives 2 different configurations for whatever you need, really. Hope this helped. Goodbye.